Crawl out through the fallout, baby, when they drop that bomb. Crawl out through the fallout with the greatest of aplomb. When your white count's getting higher, hurry, don't delay. I'll hold you close and kiss those radiation burns away. Crawl out through the fallout, baby, to my loving arms, through the rain of strontium-90. Think about your hero when you're at ground zero, and crawl out through the fallout back to me. Crawl out through the fallout, baby, you know what I mean. Crawl out through the fallout, 'cause they said this bomb was clean. If you cannot find the way, just listen for my song. I'll love you all your life, although that may not be too long. Crawl out through the fallout, baby, to my loving arms, while those ICBMs keep us free. When you hear me call out, baby, kick the wall out and crawl out through the fallout back to me. 'Cause you'll be the only girl in the world. Why don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me? Why don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me? Why don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me?
Great song, man. Oh, they're fighting over there. I've slowly fallen in love with this suit of power armor. It's the blue Nuka-Cola Quantum one. I haven't put the jetpack on it. It's a good suit of armor, though. It increases your AP gain by 50%. And I use a lot of AP because I'm always overloaded. So it works. Let's see, I can... Oh gosh. They're really blowing each other up over there. How do I get into this? Jesus, guys, what are you all doing over there? Yeah, this thing is full of traps. So we're just gonna go fill them all up. Or set them all up, I should say. Somebody lost their head. Let's see, are there any grenades or anything? The only thing I don't like is the light isn't as bright as on my Pip-Boy. How are things in America? Oh, everybody's sick, man. Bugs. Stop biting me. Cut it out. Damn bugs. Yeah, everybody's sick, man. I'm not kidding. I think it's Houston by... I think they said this afternoon, because it's already Friday now. By this afternoon, Houston will not have any extra ICU beds. That's how full they are. So it's about to get really bad in Houston. Same thing over in Phoenix, Arizona. They're at, the last I checked, they were at 84% capacity. Oh my god, look at these bugs, go away. They're at 84% capacity, and that was a couple of days ago, I think, so chances are they are going to be full as well. And those are just some of the bigger cities. Also in California, it's still bad. Florida, nobody really knows what's going on in Florida because they're not reporting correct numbers. They are the China of the United States now because they're purposely reporting very vague numbers. In fact, there's a story going on here where the woman who had designed the Florida website that tracked all of the cases and everything, it was actually a very, very good site. It had a ton of information on it. She was very good at her job. They asked her to fudge the numbers, and she was like, "No, I'm not going to do that. That's unethical, you know." And they're like, "Well, fudge the numbers, or we're going to fire you." And she's like, "Okay, then fire me." So they fired her. And sure enough, you know, within days of her being fired, the numbers on the website started looking very different. But she was like, "Yeah, they can fire me, but they can't stop me from making my own website." So she made her own website, which was awesome, and it has all the information that was on her old website, which was originally designed for the state of Florida. Excuse me. So now people are just going to her website and ignoring the data that's being put out by Florida, and obviously at this point there's already a huge difference. Let's see. How do I open these? Well, there we go. So yeah, there's a huge story on that. Not only that, but the governor of Florida, this guy named DeSantis, he was one of the people that was pushing really hard to reopen the state, and he did it. He reopened the state, and now they're in terrible trouble. Similar situation. They're running out of ICU beds. I don't know exactly when they're going to run out, but they're very, very close. They're almost at capacity. Some other places are actually already at capacity and having to kind of make makeshift ICU beds. But another problem that's starting to hit is we are now short of nurses, like severely short of nurses. Because generally the way our nurses work here is they do 3/12s. They'll work 3 days, 12 hours each shift, and then they're off, you know, to give them some time just to kind of relax, because being a nurse obviously is pretty damn stressful. But now, but now they're being asked to work overtime. And at first, like they spoke to this one nurse, and she was like, "Okay, that's cool. I'll work some overtime." Initially, it was going to be just 1 day. Now it's 2 days of overtime. So now she's working 5/12s. And she's thinking that they're going to start asking her to work even more because they just simply, because they're at capacity, they just don't have the personnel to handle everybody that's in the hospital. So they're trying to figure out what they're going to do, because obviously you can't just make everybody work 7 days a week. That's going to be insane after a while. I mean, your staff is going to start, I mean, obviously some of them may eventually start getting sick, and just the stress of having to deal with that all the time is going to really wear them out. So in fact, that nurse that they talked to, who, you know, it wasn't an interview, but she's been posting videos online. She's saying that it's getting really stressful now. It's getting to the point where she's just having trouble just kind of holding things together, you know, on an emotional level. Because people are dying. People, I mean, she was talking about how it's gone just from regular care to constantly having to deal with end of life care, which is, they've kind of come to the realization that, a certain person's not going to make it. They have to tell their family, and then the family has to prepare for the death, and that sort of thing. And oftentimes the family can't even say goodbye because they're in a COVID ward, and they can't just let anybody in those wards without possibly exposing them. So it's getting pretty nasty. It's if there was ever a question of if our fearless leader had failed us, absolutely, he has failed us badly. He kept pushing to reopen, and of course all of his cronies, people who are basically kiss his butt, they're like, yeah, sure, let's open. Would be the governor from Texas, from Florida, a few other states, from Georgia, I believe. And they're like, yeah, sure, we'll open up. Okay. And of course they opened up, and here it is a few weeks later. And yeah, now we're in some serious trouble. And of course they're still playing it off like it's no big deal. They're like, it's nothing. And that whole thing when he had his rally in Tulsa, he openly admitted that he told people to slow the testing down. And then, of course, people from the White House are saying, oh, no, he's just kidding. He's just kidding. He's not being serious. And then the press asked him, and he flat out said, no, I don't kid. I told him to slow the testing down. And it came out yesterday that he gave an order to end all federal funding for testing for the virus. So, it's bad right now, and it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get it's gonna get dirty here, like bad. I have a feeling that, oh wow, I didn't even see you. I have a feeling it's gonna get to the point where it's possible that 1,000 people are dying every single day. And some people might think, okay, 1,000, that sucks, but it's not that much. Well, no, it actually is a lot. It's a lot of people. And I think that number is actually gonna go up. It's gonna be more than 1,000 people dying a day at some point. And I think, but I had previously said by the end of the year, I thought we were going to have 250,000 dead here in the U.S. alone. I think it's going to be more than that now. I think it's going to be like close to 350,000. I hope I'm wrong. I obviously hope it's less, but that's what happens when you trust a buffoon trying to handle a crisis like this. So yeah, it's gonna get pretty bad here because everybody was in such a rush to get things opened back up again. Now a lot of places are having to close down again. Like Apple stores are having to close down again. They had reopened for a time, but now of course they're having to deal with more of this. So they closed down several more stores. I don't know what's going to happen here in my county as far as closures, but just a couple days ago, one of our local leaders put forth an ordinance that basically says if you are out and about, it is now required that you wear a mask, because before it wasn't required. Interestingly enough, I don't think that order went far enough, because there are certain places apparently that you can still go that you still don't have to wear a mask, which is just stupid. Like if you go to the grocery store, you have to wear a mask. So that's good. That makes sense. If you go to any government buildings, you have to wear a mask. The most interesting place that I found that they named that you don't have to wear a mask, where it's optional, is church. And there's a lot of religious people around here. A lot of people go to church. So, yeah, with stuff like that, that's why I think it's going to just keep getting worse. Because, you know, and of course people, oh, you're infringing on our freedoms. Okay, fine. Let's let 1 million Americans die. And then, you know, oh, but your freedoms. In fact, somebody made an interesting comment on a television show. They said that, in fact, they had just argued against wearing masks. And they said, well, if there were some miracle cure, like, you know, something you could just take and you wouldn't have to worry about COVID anymore, then, you know, everybody would do that. Well, apparently not, because right now our only magical cure, or not cure, but at least prevention method, is wearing a mask. And most people, I don't want to say most people, I'd say at least locally, maybe 40% of us are wearing our masks. And of that 40%, I'd say maybe a quarter of them are not wearing them right. They leave their nose exposed, and it's like, why even wear the thing, dude? Just take the damn thing off if you're not gonna either go all in or don't go at all. Dang it, I want to get that last bottle. There we go. Yeah, if it were that, people would be losing their minds right now, because we wouldn't have at this point, if it really did run like Ebola, we'd easily have 1 million dead Americans right now, easily, because Ebola is just so damn deadly. Anything else in here? No. Oh. Okay, nothing there. Oh. It's electricity. Yeah, it's... And the thing is I've kind of been watching it because for a while, because we had all that civil unrest, and it's still happening with all the racism and stuff, which is another reason why more cases are coming out, because everybody's been out and about and protesting. A lot of people have been wearing masks at the protests, but of course it only takes just a handful of people not wearing masks and it can still spread. So a lot of those people are probably getting sick. And I've been trying my best not to. I mean, I went out on Monday, and now I feel kind of bad for going out on Monday. At least I did wear my mask. I did do that. But now I actually need groceries. And I'm like, well, I guess I have to go out again, but I really don't want to. Like, I was going to go out Wednesday, but I put it off, didn't do it. Ended up ordering food. And then I ordered more food again yesterday. And, hold on, something's going wrong here. What are you doing? Oh no, please don't crash on me. Restream freaked out for some reason. The chat program. Let me restart it real quick. Okay, hopefully it'll be fine now. But yeah, now that I look back, I probably should have just done my grocery shopping on Monday, so I wouldn't have to go out again. Because it's getting really scary. Even in my county now, we've got. Last I checked, and I actually just checked a couple hours ago, we're over 800. Ooh, magazine. Bingo. We're over 800 cases now, and there's actually there's like 106 people in hospital just for the virus. So yeah, some people didn't get, you know, super sick where they had to go, but still, I mean, for our small county or our small city, 106 people just from one thing, that's a lot of people. So, and I've actually never been able to find out what our ICU bed capacity is. I don't imagine it's very big. We've got several hospitals, but again, you know, us being a smaller city, I don't know exactly how much we're looking at. Because if we're already close to capacity, it's gonna be hard. Man, that's a lot of fusion cores. It's gonna be hard justifying going out. Now I may have to just have them deliver my groceries too, which is actually pretty expensive. So that's gonna suck. Like a little fun house in here. I'd rather just go to the grocery store and pick up what I need, but I think I may just end up doing that. It's just having them deliver it. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably purposely order like $200 worth of groceries, just so I don't have to do it that often, because the delivery and the fees and all that stuff, it's the same no matter how much you order, whether you order $50 of groceries or $200 of groceries. It's the same fees. So I figure, well, to help save a little money in the long run, I'll probably just order a crap load of groceries. But I gotta make sure it's a lot of stuff that can sit on the shelf for a while. You know, I'm not gonna order 3 gallons of milk, because it's gonna get a little weird. Here, boys, have that.
Huh? What's that?
And I know in San Antonio, which is a couple-hour drive from here, they also have a mandatory mask thing going now. So, and they're everywhere. No matter if you leave the house, you have to be wearing your mask. If you're not wearing your mask, you will get a ticket. So they've got that going for them. I don't know if we'll ever get to that point where they start giving tickets here in my city, but they may have to do that, because there's so many people out there that just don't really care. And again, I think the reason they don't care is because it's not really hit us that hard. And again, most people don't have people, you know, or family members that are in the hospital for that, so it feels like it doesn't affect them. But once, you know, if we get, you know, a surge of deaths, like 1,000 people are suddenly dead here, then maybe people will be like, okay, maybe we need to take this seriously, when they should have been taking it seriously months ago. But that's I hate to say it, but that's kind of America for you. It really is. Everybody, because it's like when terrorism came here with the whole 9/11 thing. We always had this idea that it was never going to happen here, even though it actually had happened here before. But they felt like isolated incidents, and so nobody really took it seriously. And then 9/11 happened, and now everybody's all, you know, right after it happened, everybody was all, oh, we gotta watch out for terrorism. You know, it's been 20 years since then, so people aren't on as edge as they were. But it's kind of like that. Like it doesn't. It feels like it's not real until the bomb actually drops. And then when it does, damn, that's a lot of dead people over there. And then when it does drop, it's gonna hurt, and it's gonna hurt really bad. Thankfully, our wait lists are not that long. In fact, I almost ordered yesterday, like around 4 in the afternoon or so. I thought about it, and I went to the HEB website. HEB is our local grocery store, and they actually didn't have much of a wait. In fact, they had availability later that night, which it would have been like about 8:30 or something for delivery. It's later, but they still deliver your food. So what I'm probably going to do is, if I decide, I'm going to decide here in the next few hours, because our grocery store opens up at 6 a.m. So I kind of want to go at that hour, because obviously not too many people are there. But at the same time, I also have to think, well, how many people are going to, you know, have the same idea that I do and just go early? So I'm like, should I just, you know, bite the bullet, spend the extra money, and just get a bunch of groceries now, or what? I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it. I just really don't. I didn't budget to spend $200 on groceries like that, so it's gonna be a little weird. Now it's like, okay, Lightning Storm, sell for me now because I need that extra 120 bucks. I didn't need it before, but now I may need it. I mean, I could actually put my order in right now. In fact, just out of curiosity, let me see. I think they probably have some early morning slots open. Kind of curious. Let's see. HEB. Okay, reserve a time slot. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, they actually don't have delivery available. Let me see. Yeah, all the early morning slots are done. Are actually... Oh, wait, hold on. There's one. 11:30 to 12:30. Okay. So there is one there. And I could take it right now, but the thing is, once you reserve the slot, you have to put your order in pretty fast. They only hold it for you for like a half hour, and then it gets released. So if you don't put your order in by, that time, then sorry. They're like, sorry, we got to give it to somebody else. Which is a good idea, because you don't want people just sitting on time slots. Ooh! Homeboy did a flip. Die, you bastard. I mean, I could jump off this place if I want to. Where's that other... Oh, there's two more. I thought there was only one. Wait, where is he? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Thing is, whenever I go to the grocery store, I always find that there's like an item or two that I may not have even planned on buying, but then I'll end up getting, because that's how it is at shopping sometimes. You just go out and you're like, oh, look at this, and you buy it. It's one of the big reasons where I'm like, I'd much rather go. Where is this guy? I don't see him. Apparently he's supposed to be right below me. Because if I can drop in on him, let me see. Maybe it's a gun. Here. Nope. Where is he? Well, now he's over here. Oh, he was going up the stairs. He was trying to make his way up there. Okay. Yep. We're gonna have to go into hibernation. Because I mean, like the whole quarantine thing when it first started here in the States, it always felt a little half-assed. It really did. Like, there were most of us that, I would say about maybe 75% of us that took it seriously. And we're like, yeah, we need to do something. We need to, quarantine, and we need to be careful and wear masks and stuff like that. Close down stores if we need to.
Pay for that.
But again, it's one of those situations where even if, a few people don't do it, it's gonna hurt everybody else. Because now, think of it, our economy has really hurt. Everybody's economy has, but our economy is exceptionally damaged. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people are on unemployment. And because they did the reopening, now a lot of those people have been taken off of unemployment. And the funny thing about that is, these stores that reopened, they just reopened and now they're going to have to close again. So all those people are going to have to reapply for unemployment all over again. So it's just, it's just so It's like, come on, man, there has to be a better way to do this. How have we not figured out a better way to handle this? You know? And we already, like I said, since we already hurt our economy, now it's going to hurt even more. Because we're going to have to close again. And if we don't close again, then a lot of people are going to be getting sick. A lot of people are going to die. This nearly decided that it can't be played in the background when it's the only thing open. What? I need to go loot all those bodies over there. There were a bunch of, I think there were a bunch of robots and raiders. I always like looting the bots. Oh man, there's a lot of them. There's even some over here. It's a raider. Probably have guns and ammo. Look at that, I'm actually below 1,000 ammo on my gun. Just goes to show how much I've been using this gun lately. But I am still a little worried because I'm worried mostly about my sister. Because again, she was one of those people who got furloughed, and she had to go on unemployment. And she was okay because she got unemployment and she also got stimulus money. But they've already made it very clear. They're like, yeah, we're not giving any more stimulus money. So it's like, well, a lot of people are going to be in trouble then. And on top of that, I mean, there's just so many little things going on that when you add it all up, it's just a cluster F. It really is. Another thing that hasn't really been talked about in the news, but is about to hit, is the eviction protection. In some states, they basically made it impossible for people to get evicted, which was good, because if they can't work or if they've been laid off, you don't want just, you know, thousands of new homeless people hitting the streets. That's kind of insane. But that was a few months ago, and now the limit or the time that they had put for that is going to be up. In fact, for some places, it was already up June 1st. In fact, there was a news story, I want to say it was in Ohio or Illinois. I forget exactly which state it was. But there were so many people that were basically waiting to get evicted that they turned a stadium, like a small indoor stadium, into a giant courthouse so that the judges could quickly move through everybody. And there were tens of thousands of people there who were, you know, basically going and trying to convince the judge not to evict them. I don't know how all that went, but I imagine some people probably did get evicted. Okay. He just got evicted. Whoever was in there. Work is super slow today. Good. Sort of. It's good if you need a break. Oh wow, look at all this alcohol. Got any more alcohol for me, buddy? Some right here. But yeah, that's gonna happen too. A lot of people are gonna get evicted. In fact, I thought for certain that my neighbor, I wasn't 100% sure that she was getting evicted, but I think she did get evicted. Because when she left last week, I'm talking about the person who's directly across from me, the one that makes a ton of noise. She hasn't been back. I have no idea where those people went. I don't know if they moved in with relatives or what. I think they were expecting to get evicted, which is why they moved most of their stuff out. And they just haven't been back. So I think they're gone. And I also think the people who live below them, I think they got evicted too. Or not necessarily got evicted, but they weren't able to pay their rent, and so they just hightailed it out of town. So, I mean, and that's just I mean, my apartment complex is not that big. There's only about, let me see, how many units are here? Maybe, I guess maybe 80, 90 units at the most. So we're not a huge community. I wouldn't say we know everybody, but you notice when people move in and out. You notice it. And yeah, she hasn't been back. The people that live below her haven't been back. Something's going on to my neighbor that lives right below me. I've been hearing a lot of loud bangs and noises coming from her apartment, which is unusual. So I don't know if she's packing or if she's moving or what's going on. So it's at least for the people immediately around me, it's not looking good. Really not looking good. Oh god, that body went flying in the air. Oh, there's one more. Oh, he's gonna try to explode. Ow! Yeah, you can't reach me. That's you're next. No, I'm not next. Thankfully, I'm good. In fact, I just renewed my lease. Is that the one who complains about? Oh, the person below me? Yes. I still don't I mean, even though we may disagree, I don't even know her, really. I don't. I've seen her, like, twice. No joke. I've actually seen her in person, like, 2 times. And I've been here 4 years. So, I hear her all the time, because I can hear her when she's on her phone. And when she sleeps, because she snores. She snores really loud. And she actually snores surprisingly loud for a woman her size. She's not that big. She's like 5'2", weighs maybe 140 pounds, and she can snore. But yeah, I hear her snoring all the time. So, but still, I mean, even though I get annoyed with her or annoyed with my neighbors, I don't wish any bad things to happen to them. That's just cruel. But yeah, I think that's what's happening to a lot of people. Are getting, people are getting laid off, and people are getting evicted, and it's not going to get any better. And there's actually a lot of them there. Actually, hold on. I'm going to shoot that over there. We're going to do something a little more fun. Where are you? I need to go clear out my inventory again. Not you, not you, you. Yeah, we'll do you. Incoming! Oh wow, somebody actually survived that. Who survived? Oh, I think it was the gun. The gun actually survived that. Of course, that I just have a regular Fat Man. I don't have a legendary, so let me see. Was it? Yeah. Wow, the turret did not get hit at all. Wow, that's amazing. Your ex was violently asleep like Tarzan Turner, and we're waking up. She accidentally kneed me in the nuts. I feel you, but for the wrong reasons. My ex was the same way. She used to kick a lot. And the weird thing is that I've actually become the same way. The thing is, though, is that I have, I think it's because of my medication, I dream a lot. I mean, like, from the moment I'm asleep until the moment I wake up, I'm dreaming. It's a really weird sort of thing. I talked to my doc about it, and he's like, well, that is kind of, something that you may expect from these medications, because they change the way your brain works, really. And so I was like, yeah, I've been dreaming a ton. And he's like, that's going to be the normal for you now. And when I dream, it's kind of like, have you ever had, what's that word? What's the wording I'm looking for? It's sleep paralysis. What's supposed to happen is when you go to sleep, essentially, you, in a way, your brain sort of disconnects from your body, so that while you dream, you're not actually moving around, because then you'll wake yourself up, or you'll hit yourself and stuff like that, or you'll hit your partner, whoever you're sleeping next to. And it's gotten really bad with me over the years now. I don't go into that phase of sleep, so as I dream, I'm still moving my arms, and so I wake up all the freaking time. For a long time, I just thought that I just couldn't sleep very well. Turns out that's part of the reason why I can't sleep, is because I move so much when I'm asleep, because I dream so much. Which is kind of neat, but it's also kind of crappy, because I have accidentally punched the wall several times. Like, have a dream where somebody's coming after me, and I just try to hit back, and I'll wake up because I'm like, ow, son of a... I just punched the wall or something. I've done that so many times. I've kicked the wall a couple of times. Let me see what else to do. And then, of course, just the regular when you snap awake and you freak out. Like, in fact, it was a couple nights ago. I had a dream where I dreamt a rat was trying to attack me. And it, like, came right at me. And so I, like, snapped awake and I threw the covers off me. I was like, holy shit. I was like, man, this is insanity. But there's really nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. And you got a nice dress. You need to wash your face, dear. Yeah, it's kind of insane, man. Oh, good, she's still here. Onwatron 137. I figure I'm in the neighborhood, I might as well check on these people. They should be okay. I think there's only like 3 of them here. Well, actually, if you count the robot, I think there's 4. The robot is... Oh, there's 5 of them. Okay. Oh, no. It is 4. Because it's the farmer... I think... What does she do? Oh, she's a scavenger. And then I have that bot there that's just for security. Got the lasers and stuff. And then I made another bot here as... Oh, are they coming here? Okay. And then I made another bot for supply line. Okay, well... Apparently my security is making sure that the BOS are going to come here. So... Okay, everybody's attacking them now. Okay, where are we? I think there's... Okay. I can't see it. Oh, yep, they're definitely coming after us now. Can I hit that? No, he's a little hard to hit. Let's shoot this guy. There, he should fall out. We should see his body fall. Oh crap, that thing's gonna crash now, isn't it? Oh no, it's still got some. Okay, we need to be careful here. That thing's probably gonna land on me. I told you. Look how close it was. But there's more of them. I can hear them. Oh, crap. Oh, they sprung the raiders. Who's this robot? Is that my... Oh, I think that's one of my... Molly McButter. It's... That's one of my supply line bots. Crap. Let me see if I can help him out. You guys stop following me, please. You're gonna get yourselves killed. But yeah, I've made it abundantly clear that I can never actually physically sleep with somebody in a bed again, because I might punch them in the face. Which is funny, but it sucks at the same time. That guy duck? Okay, why is she just standing there? I think she's broken. Yeah, she's just standing there. Oh god. I probably need to go repair my armor here. That's another thing that... Oh my god, look at all those raiders. There's so many of them. And of course, all my 3 settlers, like, hey, let's take on this huge band of raiders. What could go wrong? No! Stop chasing them! Oh my god. The stupid robot keeps chasing them. Some dude, stop it. Okay, good. Well, he's backing up now. Well, they all keep coming through that one opening, which is why I think the robot keeps following it. I need to try and clear these out. Hopefully the robot will go back. Because, yeah, they... Oh, God, there's so many of them in there. There's like 6 of them in there. And I don't want to throw a grenade. Well, you done it now. The things I do for my bots. Yeah, I'm definitely going to repair armor after this. Look at the bot is still going. Okay, I don't have enough activated. Okay. The bot is still going after them. Dude, stop chasing them. Just leave. Please leave. Because he's way off course now. Okay, good. Thank you. Go back. Oh, head popped right off. Robot, go back. Thank you. No, go. Oh my god. Go away. Go. No. 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 Look at. And my 3 settlers are here too. Dude, go. Please, for the love of God, go back. They're gonna get themselves killed. I would have just ignored these raiders, but the only reason I'm actually going after them now is because of my stupid settlers. Oh, there he goes. Now he's down. God damn it. And it sucks, because now I have to make him again. Stupid robot. Are gone. Yes, there's one more of you, isn't there? Yep, there he is. Oh no. It's a mannequin. Okay, where is that gun noise coming from? Oh my god, dude. Go back. Apparently I'm going to clear all these raiders. Oh, okay, they already set that off. I guess while I'm here, I might as well loot all their crap too. Hi! Next time I should just let them all die. There, learn your lesson. I'm not going to carry you all. Just because I have a huge thing of armor doesn't mean that you all can't be killed. See, they're going back finally? No, they're not. And I can't jump down there because that water's actually kind of deep. Where are they? I don't see who they're shooting at. Oh, they're underneath. Okay. Yeah, and that noise is getting on my nerves.
Disappearing, Arthur!
I have to check my map here in a moment and see. Right here. Go. I have to check my map and see which of my robots that was. Or which supply line it was. Wow, that sound will not stop. Okay, good. All my settlers are going back. I think it's a bug. When it crashed, it was making that sound, and now it stopped. right here. Damn thing. That's gonna drive me nuts. I'm actually going to sleep and hopefully it'll fix itself. Should take the core out. Some moron come in. Steal my armor. Nope, still there. Four hours, maybe? I may just have to leave the area. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave the area. It's so stupid. The only thing I don't like about the jetpack is it doesn't automatically color it blue. Yeah, can you imagine having to sit here and listen to that sound forever? I would just go nuts. Ugh, good. Okay, let's see if it reset. Nope. Screw that. I'm not going back over there. Hold on, let me check my map. Which of my... Okay. So from Jamaica Plain to the vault is broken. I could just go to the vault and build one there. What is going on here now? My guns are going off. Is this place getting attacked? Apparently it is. Okay, apparently a bunch of raiders decided to try and get in here and it didn't work out for them. Where's that gun at? Oh. That one's a little damaged. Should fix itself. Oh, there's another one over there. There's another explosion. What is going on? Why is everything blowing up? What are y'all doing over here?
You done with all your experiments?
Just don't kill my buddy. My drinking buddy. That's awesome.
Greetings, buddy. Care to wet your whistle? Or do you require a lap?
Do you know where I can find any more recipes?
You might want to check with the distributor. Local bars and restaurants may also have one. Would you like a cold one, or did you want to hear a joke?
Tell me a joke.
I was banned from the airport last week. Apparently, security doesn't like it when you call shotgun while boarding the plane. Here for a laugh, or did you want
That's
a
kinda goofy.
cold beverage?
I'll take a beer.
Cold and refreshing.
I just put a lot of Nuka-Cola and stuff in here so he makes it cold. See, I'm pretty sure I have Nuka-Cola. I might also have some beer. Okay, actually I don't have any beer. There we go. Because of Nuka cherries. Nuka grape. Okay.
Raiders thought we were easy pickings. We showed them different.
Okay, well, now I gotta make another robot here. Comrade Peloton. Nope, a new one. Well, we gotta give this new one a new name. So what are we gonna name it? Oh, I know what we can name it. Rancid Beaver. Space Sentry legs. Nuka mascot.
I just can't lose.
I'll do Mr. Handy Thruster. Give him a little armor.
Win again. You gotta try this. Slot machine is the best.
Oh god, no, I'm not using that. That looks so funny though. I'll go with the Assaultron.
This unit is currently in factory default mode. Do you wish to enable this unit's personality subroutine?
Sure, that would be great.
Acknowledged. Personality subroutine activated. A pleasure to see you again, ma'am. Are you ready to depart?
Come here, chick. Let's see, Jamaica Plain. Yes.
I just can't lose.
See, is anybody unassigned? I think everybody's assigned. Drinking Buddy's doing his job, so he doesn't need to be assigned. I may have to recruit more people. Apparently there's some potatoes that aren't getting looked after. Oh my god, my wiring job is so terrible. Oh, my construction light doesn't even have power. Can I even... Yeah, I can move this. I'm gonna put this over here. There we go, we got some light. Actually. This way. Pretty sure I already looted all this. Oh, what's this? Defend Covenant. I've got plenty of defense. Why do they need me? Well, we got plenty of concrete now. What's this? I think I may just try and go to sleep again. It's like 3 in the morning. Where are you, Covenant? You're way up here. 49%? Why are they at 49%? They should be higher than that. Don't hit the cows.
Find him.
Yep, there he is, the legend himself, Steve McQueen. Good thing Lucas was here. Him and his guards helped out.
Hi.
Thanks for your help, friend.
I was glad to help out.
I can't argue with your timing. Who knows what would have happened to us if you hadn't been here. Anyway, we appreciate the help.
Okay, I think everybody has a job here, though. Let's see. Anybody not have a job? Oh! Again? Oh, they're mosquitoes. Oh no, my Brahmin is almost dead. Poor little guy. Girl, whatever. Weird, this one's smaller than that one. Oh, Steve McQueen, who are you talking to? To Tits McGee! So we got Steve McQueen and Tits McGee. Yeah, everybody's got a job. No! Oh, God damn it, I hate it when that happens. Food, food, okay. Food. Why's this door closed?
After a long day, nothing beats Jesus lemonade.
Okay, Deezer. Apparently, this guy wanted to be alone. He's like, dude, just let me alone, man. I'm locked in here with Deezer and a cat. A floating cat. A magical kitty. Look, there's Deezer's lemonade. Here, let's help this dude out. Here you go, bro. Have some lemonade. Like, cut it out, man. Okay, now maybe my general store and bartender will get back to work here. Or not? Come on, man. I'm gonna buy some cat food here. I should actually... Well, let me see. Can I remove just the door? I think I can. Just so they don't accidentally... Yeah, let's take the door out. There we go. Now they can't accidentally lock themselves out of there. Yeah, same thing here. Because I know that requires a key too. There. Now they'll have access to this place. Oh, and I think there's beds in here, so... No doors here, guys. There we go. Everybody's got beds now. Yeah, my bartender and general store manager don't want to get back to work. Deezer, I'm gonna punch you in your lemonades. Make sure all these are up and working. Good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Figure out what I'm gonna do with the store thing. See you all later.